Today is a very easy video for me to make. We're talking about this guy right here. It is March 10th, Mario Day. And on March 10th, 1983 was the first time that Nintendo took a video game that was originally from the arcade and put it into a handheld console on the Game& and Watch. This is very exciting. It is by far the most influential video game in history. You cannot tell me otherwise, because this is when video games went from arcade to home consoles, giving birth to this guy, the Nintendo Wii, even the 3DS, which, as you can tell, me personally, I'm a huge Mario fan. I've been playing Mario games since I was probably in diapers. I even have Legend of Zelda stuff, which again spawned from Mario games. It was a similar studio. I can't remember exactly which studio. But today you can play, I believe there's over 40 Mario games. I'm not going to list them all, but just a couple of them would be Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario's Wii U, Wonder. There are countless games that have been released, different spin-offs, the inclusion of Donkey Kong and Mario and Donkey Kong. I actually have that one for the Nintendo Switch. Super Smash Brothers is an incredible franchise that also came from all of this. You cannot tell me it's not influential because it created some of the most popular games today. If it wasn't for Mario Brothers, Skyrim probably wouldn't exist because those guys had to start somewhere. And I believe Bethesda started in 1990. I want to say the third game was released in the 90s on the old or not PlayStation, PC consoles. I believe it was a PC download game. I actually have a Skyrim map. I guess I didn't bring it over here. But this guy in the red hat has been circulating since 1983, creating way too many games after him to give him credit for. Mario has actually been the face of every single Nintendo console there is today, from the NES all the way up to the Nintendo Switch 2, which I actually have a mini SNES, which I'm very proud of. I believe my mom has the NES, and somewhere I do have a 2020 Mario Game& and Watch. Maybe it got lost in the move. I'm not too sure. But Mario has been the face, which is the important fact, because if it wasn't for Mario, we probably wouldn't have Zelda and Pokemon, not even Skyrim, because everybody had to start off somewhere, and that battle began with Sega and Nintendo. Winner today is very obvious, with Nintendo being the company that puts out the consoles and games, and Sega putting out games to follow Nintendo. Today, you can still get a lot of very good Sega games on Nintendo systems. I actually still have a lot of Sonic games, which are very famously put out by Sega. But back to Mario. He has been in everything from shooters to Jumpman games to platforming to 3D world games. There really cannot be enough said about Mario's influence in every regard. He's even been on the big screen. He's had his own TV show. I believe he's had comic books, board games. The Mario Monopoly is incredibly fun. His color scheme is influential. The very famous red and blue, which is very cool, very iconic. Also, the red and white for the fire flower. It cannot be stated enough how much influence Mario has had over basically the world. And a lot of people will not give him that credit, thinking that, oh, all these games were not created based off Nintendo and Nintendo's a horrible company. Honestly, Nintendo, yes, there's a lot of shady business practices, but they are acting within Japanese law, but that's besides the point. Nintendo created an incredible character, incredible games, and will keep going because beyond that, many people don't know what they were before. They were basically a card shop for Yakuza, which is very kind of weird. To go from Yakuza in one generation, a son inherits the company and then creates Jumpman, which then becomes Mario, which Mario actually started off in Donkey Kong, I believe, just called Jumpman. I believe Game Theory actually has a video based on who is Jumpman. It's very fun to watch. A lot of his videos are very, very fun to watch. I believe that's similar to what Jumpman would be, or how Jumpman was drawn. Mario's worldwide influence is absolutely incredible. Personally, I love all the media that has come from it. If it's not obvious, this case isn't just for show. It's fully full. Yeah, fully full. If it's not obvious, I am a very huge Nintendo fan. I've been playing Nintendo games since I was a baby. Uh, Similar to some famous people who could beat Mario Brothers before they could speak, which is, I think that's very hilarious. I don't think I could do that. I was never that cool. I do remember as a kid playing Super Mario Sunshine for an unhealthy amount of hours. I've collected countless amiibos. I've got the Switch 2, I got it on release weekend. Mario Kart World was a phenomenal game. I have countless Switch games, a lot of Nintendo memorabilia, some very special edition consoles which spawned because of Mario. I think as far as Mario consoles go, I have the Super Mario Maker 2DS, which I rarely have ever played in my lifetime, but I wanted to have it just because it's a piece of Nintendo history, along with the Red Nintendo Wii my parents got me back when it came out, which I have kept for nearly 20 years. It has moved with me several times. It's been played for countless hours, and I refuse to play Super Smash Bros. Brawl in this because that game was infamously known for getting stuck. Nintendo is one of the easiest consoles to get involved with, or console companies to get involved with. Their consoles are very easy to set up, very easy to just start playing, especially as you go back in their older consoles. You could plug this in, and contrary to what kids believe today, you can just play it. You don't need to put your email in. That was one of the greatest things, is these older consoles did not have a requirement for email. I believe this one had online play, which you did not need Nintendo Switch Online for, or anything like that back when PSN, or you needed the PSN or the Xbox Live or whatever, and you had to pay for that service. Today, of course, Nintendo has jumped on that bandwagon, but 20 years ago was an entirely different gaming world. The N64, I believe, is still one of the most popular, maybe not best-selling, but one of the most popular consoles that a lot of people go back to. It's incredibly fun to play. Another one is the Game Boy, which they actually just released Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green back on to the Switch 2 emulator, which has been very fun. Kind of think I should start up a Nintendo gaming channel. Let me know how you'd feel about that in the comments. I love Nintendo games. I can't say enough good about them. It has been my life since I grew up. Like I said, my earliest memories growing up in Los Angeles, because I couldn't go outside, was playing a lot of Nintendo games and exploiting the games a lot. I remember leaving my GameCube on, which I still have a GameCube over there. It's not plugged in right now, but I still have it. Maybe if I make a studio, I'll have a bunch of gaming stuff around. That could be very fun. I would show off a lot of my Nintendo stuff. I even have the red and green Switch remote, or not Switch, Wii remotes for. God, I've invested a lot of money into Nintendo. This video has been very rambly. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you feel would happen with the gaming scene if Mario did not become famous, did not become the gaming icon it is, and did not rule the world how it does. Because let's be honest, companies kind of rule the world now. Very interesting. Preview for tomorrow's video is going to be the founding of the Girl Scouts. So if you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe. Come back tomorrow.
Please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool.